Hey guys, it's Joseph here with the Highly Recommended, here with Professor Carlson Gracie Jr. Hey Professor, thank you for being here on the show, the Highly Recommended.
Good to see you guys.
Do appreciate you actually taking the time out of your day, especially after doing a 2-hour seminar to do this interview with me. How are you doing today so far?
Oh, lovely, man. I love Florida. Now it's my first time in Tampa. So very, very happy to be here.
Give me 1 second. So it's your first time here in Tampa?
First time teaching in Tampa. Yeah, I don't recall ever being around here. I've been around here, but never, I think, actually in Tampa. Very nice place.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Have you been to Florida before though?
Oh yeah, many times.
Many times, but never Tampa.
Never Tampa.
Okay. So far, you like it? Beautiful, or how's it compared to Chicago?
Chicago now is not a good place because it's super cold and no forest. All the trees is kind of falling in the ground, and Florida definitely is much prettier at the moment than Chicago.
So when can we expect you to move on down here?
People don't know, but I lived here before, like back in '96. I stayed. Yeah, I lived for 4 or 5 months in the south with Conan, and his brother. So it was pretty fun. By Miami, South Beach area, south of Miami, north of Miami.
Was that the first? Was Florida the first place that you came to when you moved to the States, or was it Chicago? Did you move directly to Chicago, or where'd you come when you came to the States?
Well, I never planned to stay in America because, I was to run the school of my father back in Brazil. So I came to fight in a TV show. I supposedly stayed 2 months, but I literally, got exposed to experience to learning English and exposed to learning Spanish, and I got a curiosity how far I could go. At least, every person come to America as a tourist, or maybe come to fight or to train or for vacation, maybe spend some time. They give you some limited time to stay, and you can actually extend the time, if the government permit. And then I granted the first stay, and I say, well, so I'm gonna try see how much English I can learn in 1 year. So when I was about to go back to Chicago, I got a phone call from one of my old students back from Chicago. He said, oh, we're on a plan, to open a school, and we want to open a Carlson Gracie school, and we talked to your father. He said to talk to you. So I went to Chicago, and we start some type of business there. I never planned to stay there, but that was such a great opportunity, such a beautiful city. So I decided to, take opportunity, apply for visa, staying there, and change my life.
Oh wow! Okay,
that has been 25 years already.
25 years since you've lived here?
Yeah, I live here.
Now, have you moved back at all, or have you've been here ever since?
I've been here ever since.
Of course, you go back to visit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to.
Yeah, you have to. Have you been back since the COVID or no? Have you?
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah?
been going, visiting my mom, and I was doing some judo training back to Brazil, to graduation. I forget my degree on the judo, system, and visit friends. I have been going, yeah, yeah.
How long have you been doing judo?
Oh man, when I was a little kid, and
Just as long as jiu-jitsu?
no,
No.
jiu-jitsu longer because judo I completely stopped. Since
Okay.
I came to America and I stopped completely, and continues in jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu 48 years.
48 years jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Probably even a little bit more, not 49 years. Judo probably when I was 13, 12, I started. But back in the days, the jiu-jitsu system, we learned a lot of takedowns, especially for the self-defense. We got to know takedowns, so we kind of actually get exposed a lot to throws and stuff. Nowadays, everybody pulling guard, so it's a little bit different. But it's evolution. We can't say it's good or bad, but it's just the way it is.
Understood. Do you still compete or no, not at all?
No, I competed 2016 because it was 10 years of my daddy, pass. So, we organized a team to compete, and we have a support of many other teams, which one is a lineage for Carlson Gracie, including a top team. It was, on the group too.
Yeah.
So we end up winning the World's Master female and male first place, and I competed this the last time. Sometimes I think about to do it again, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to get more injuries and train. Like for me, it's very difficult to get the time to train it because it's a large organization. Then I have to, attend like I'm doing here right now. I come here. There's a Carlson Gracie Tampa training here with this, with you guys. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Now,
It's difficult to you do two things at the same time.
understood on that one. Now, is that what you're doing currently with the school being shut down in Chicago? Are you doing seminars or is this
Well,
just something you
the
picked up?
school was, I would say it was kind of open until now. Like we've a lot of limitations, so like they don't let it we really teach. We have to do kind of physical training and this and a little bit the Muay Thai. We have a very limited training. So, but apparently now they even gonna tighten more the rules. So we try to figure out what is the best decision for we to do. But the instructor is willing to support the students as the same way the students support the academy of like a small privates, like half-hour privates and stuff like that. We just try to decide. But situation as an operational way, not too good right now.
Okay.
But we all willing to work the best we can to, get the things going.
Understood, and I'm sure the seminars are helping quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
with
the
that.
seminars is I really appreciate for the people for the organization and the people actually know me. They been inviting me a lot for seminars. It's just something I haven't been doing. I already have my kind of schedule in that. It has been very limited because the fact of our many states or United States, they're not available, not open like here and other states, Texas, some areas from California, mostly not, but some other areas in the country, they get this opportunity of contact sport. But at the moment, in Illinois, not. So I really appreciate that people actually continue supporting me, inviting me to do that. And, I will never forget that.
Keep that in mind. If you guys are looking for seminars, just reach out, get it scheduled. Now, you are a prominent legend in the jiu-jitsu community. Your father was one of the founders of jiu-jitsu. Now, what's that like being famous? Do you, when you go to different schools and teach, like when you come to do these seminars, is the red carpet rolled out for you, or is it just another day in your life, just nothing different?
Well, of course, it's different. I have to, feel like a kind of like a legend, but the most important is you cannot let this come up to your head because you start becoming arrogant and you start thinking you're better than other people. And truth in life is not everybody the same. I just have lucky to born in the Gracie family, and it's not only born in the Gracie family. I dedicated myself to actually learning. So it doesn't matter if you're born in the famous doctor family, but you don't study, you're not going to be good. So, I dedicated myself to learn as much as I could on the aspects of grappling, and I followed the humble way of my father and respecting people, even the opponents, the friends, So we needed that. The martial arts community is very large in the world, so it's not more space for people with attitude. It's like you're gonna go somewhere, but you're just gonna get there. You're not gonna go further than that. So, with the experience and the learning life lesson from my father, the way he treated people and the way he approached the scenario of the martial arts, people know my father. He's the humblest person. They will know. And I try to keep it the same way. People know me. They know, I never look down to nobody. I think we all here for some reason. And, the reason God put me in this position, I have to face this as an opportunity to actually give opportunity to other people,
Yeah.
So, we have the Carlson Gracie organization. We give opportunity to people to get to learn a good quality, and it has a good quality life because people know Jiu-Jitsu, it is life, is a worldwide family, and, everywhere you go, you want to train, you want to learn. So, if you leave your ego at the side and if you be humble, you go far, man,
I gotta agree with that. Jiu-Jitsu has been a life-changing experience. I've been doing it since 2012, off and on, and it's something I've always kept to. Heck, I wouldn't start having my fingers damaged or my ears start looking like your guys as if not. Now, you've been doing it for 48 years. Besides your father and those within your family of growing up training, was there any people, any athletes that you actually looked to get techniques from, or was it just something that you figured?
Well, that's the thing, I think nowadays, if you want to grow in this sport, you can never look back and criticize any technique, okay? I think the sport is tremendously growing. The amount of techniques and development is fast speed, And then combine it with the, people today, like, they're athletes, If you want to, expose yourself on the top scenery of martial arts, jiu-jitsu wise, you got to be in the best shape. You got to be good at physical conditioner. You have to do a power training, cardio. You have to good technique. So you have to eat well. You have to sleep. You have to train. It's not much space for, this lack of laziness, attitude. Because, you just lose. You lose your partnerships and, people don't want to train with you. So it's kind of not good. So you have to be a role model. In the same way, when you become a leader of the team or you are a teacher, some people look at you at the mirror,
Yeah.
So the center of the tournament now, this guy's in the best shape that you can ever imagine it. And counting a lot, the conditioning. Psychological is important, so they train everything. In our time, we're a bunch of savages, trained like animals. We didn't know much about things. Things start coming. So my job, it is follow the evolution. It is some things I am not capable to do or teach or something because it's very difficult for me. I don't have no problem to invite a guy to come to my school and look, you do a seminar for my students, they want to learn this. No, they're going to pay for you. It's not a problem. I think nobody knows everything.
Yeah.
And always somebody have something to teach you. That's, is a mentality I have in martial arts. Never talk good about you and bad about other people. So you gotta respect, the qualifications of the. They have something to teach you.
Understood.
know?
Now, coming from old school lineage jiu-jitsu, like you said, you've been doing it for 48 years. Anything that you could point out that's different from old school 1980s jiu-jitsu to now 2020?
Well, the
besides-
difference now, the media. You have the media, they help a lot for pumping up athletes. And, the majority of people, they look like, oh, how many followers and this and that. Well, I don't understand much about that. I don't, this kind of thing about Instagram and Facebook or whatever they have out there nowadays.
Well, you are Insta famous, I'll tell you that.
So, what I see is like nowadays, it is great opportunity. If you become a technical, good competitor, you have a good attitude, you have opportunity to make money in this sport. You can get, people want to support you, because you're a role model. You get to people to invite you for seminars, So it's something is slowly building up. It's a long time development.
Understand.
And then, back in the days, we don't have any of this. We have one tournament a year.
You guys were doing bare knuckled.
That's
too,
MMA
at
style, but what I'm saying, back in the days, like we train everything. With no tournaments around.
What about mats?
Tournaments start becoming little bit popular back in 1985.
85?
That's when it kind of starts.
Started rising up.
It started a little bit, like 8 tournaments a year. So now, if you want to compete every weekend, if you have money and time, you compete.
Yeah.
If you can go all over the world,
You got Naga,
it's all,
Newbury,
no, not only in America, but it's
IBJJF.
all over the world. If you have got a tournament in Thailand, you fly, you have it.
Have you ever done any tournaments out?
Yeah. I went to watch tournaments in Europe and Japan, Thailand.
Wow.
It's everywhere. Jiu-Jitsu is everywhere. My man, whoever watches this, if you don't know about it, it's Jiu-Jitsu almost in every country in the world.
Every country.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna push to get there.
All right, well,
Show these people the good life.
it's a great life, that's for sure, and it's been a great honor. I don't want to hold you up too much.
Thanks for the opportunity.
I greatly appreciate this. Anything that you would like to say before we get off? Are you going anywhere next? Where are you going next?
Tomorrow I'm gonna go to Lakeland and Thursday Boca Raton, Friday Stewart, and Saturday Melbourne. Well, just I would like to say thank everybody watching there. And if you not ever has been exposed to Jiu-Jitsu, I think it's gonna be a good thing for you and for your family, for your friends. I know it's other good things too, but it's always good to have a good type of training where to learn mentally, physically, and spiritually. So that's what Jiu-Jitsu gets you, and you become a member of a family.
I was just about to say that, and you become a family. Thank you.
Take care, my brothers. Vão viver.
Thank you.
Thanks, my brother.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.